Hey, Dustin Newman, Service Hero Marketing, and in this episode of Gimmie 5, we're going to continue discussion on something that we covered in a previous episode of Gimmie 5, where I was dressed exactly the same because we just filmed it. But that is on the topic of building citations. And in case if you didn't see our previous video, citations are simply anywhere where your business information is listed, generally on a business directory like Yelp or Angie's List, even a site like MapQuest where you're going to have your business name, address, and phone number. Now, the topic that we're covering today really is one of my favorite topics, and that is on competitor spying or building out competitor citations. And what I mean by that is if you have competitors who are ranking ahead of you, one of the things that you can do is you can go in and build out the same links that they have, essentially taking away any advantage that they might have. So this video should be pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and take you to my screen, and we're going to be using the same company that we used in our previous video. And again, just to preface, this is not a client of mine. I picked them out of the hat because I thought that they looked like a great example. And honestly, this was a pretty random search, but it turned out great. And I say that because you'll notice this is for Harp Service Company. They're in the 5th spot, even though they have 85 reviews. And if you look at their website, you can tell on their website it looks like they're trying to do SEO. So what is it that's keeping them out of the top 3 in the map section? And I can tell you one of the things that would absolutely help them is getting their citations correct. So we've already covered core citations in another video, so this time we're going to talk about building some competitor citations. And the tool that we use is whitespark.ca. Very, very affordable. And I set up an account. That's a very basic account that I'd recommend you setting up. And it is the local citation finder. You can see it's only $20 a month. And I'm going to go ahead and launch it here. And here's essentially what you would do is you type in your location, which in this case we're looking for Tulsa, Oklahoma, and this is for a plumber. So plumber Tulsa is what we are looking for, and then you hit search. Now, what's nice about Whitespark is that they do offer a service where they will go in and you can read the description of what they'll do here. So they offer a citation service as well, which sometimes we have used them in the past. They do a fine job. I'm pretty sure you can buy packs from them. If you do it individually, if I remember correctly, I might be getting my sources confused. I believe it's $4 per citation. Again, I could be wrong. So, giving it some time here, because it does take a minute for all this to pull together. So, it should already be together. So, I'm going to go ahead and click View Search Results. And you can see that it's done. Here's Plumber Tulsa. And if I click View Sources here, you will see that it will pull up a list of businesses. And these should be the businesses according to their rankings, and it doesn't look like it completely lines up this particular time. In fact, I don't even see Harp Plumbing on here, which is really not a big deal. What you can actually do is you can click Add a Business, and this is actually probably a good thing, so I can show you how to do this part as well. So we want to add Harp Service Company. Going to plug them in, need to get their phone number. If I can copy that there. Paste it in, and that should be all we need. So now I can add business. Now what that does, it actually puts it back into the queue. So we'll have to wait a minute for the queue to rerun before we can actually see the services here. So for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So what I would do in a case like this is I would probably go over here and I would look to see who is ranking. So we see Williams, Allied, and York. And look to see if I see them on here, which for some reason I don't. So you could go in the same way that we just added HARP, you could go in and add them as well. It is possible. Here, let me do this. This right here is a tool that allows you to search as though you're searching from the exact location. So this right here will show us what the maps section looks like. So we got Watkins, Pride, and Acme. And here's Watkins, Pride, and Acme. I'm not sure. Okay, I see. This is an ad for Greg right there. So this right here is actually the correct rankings. You can see that there. So now if I click this compare button, you can see that it will pull up all of the citations, all of these businesses right here. Here are the different business directory listings, and this green check mark indicates whether or not the business is signed up at that particular location. So you can see, looking at HARP services, here's how they stack up against the crowd. And what's crazy is that Pride Plumbing over here, you can see they actually have a lot of red check marks. So getting your citations right, it could be very helpful for a company like HARP, because they've got the reviews. I would have to dig in to see why Pride is ranking, but what we do know from a previous video is that HARP has a lot of incorrect citations out there, which honestly, it'd be better to have fewer correct citations than to have a lot of incorrect citations. Because fewer correct citations aren't necessarily going to hurt you. Having a lot of incorrect citations, especially a lot of duplicate citations, can actually, it'd be more harmful to you. So that could be the reason why HARP and maybe the rest of these guys are sitting on the outside while a company like Pride is doing pretty well. So because you can see Pride has a lot of red X's. So my guess is that over time, hopefully one of these guys will hire a good SEO company, and my guess is that they should be able to jump in the top 3 pack by getting their citations correct, especially if their business directory is set up correct and their on-page content is formatted correctly. So I hope this is helpful. I can't imagine that you've seen this anywhere before. I hope this is new to you, and I hope you find a lot of value out of this. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I promise we're not just going to sell you if you call us.
Okay, we might try to sell you.
This is stuff that we're truly passionate about, and I would absolutely love to help you and just take a look at your business and walk you through stuff like this for your business to see what you could possibly do, even if you do it yourself, to help you with your rankings. Thanks.